Good evening, folks. It's 21:34 on the ninth day, 7th month, 2022. And would you look at the gilt? There's a big beam coming out here from into the ocean. You can see the straight line here. Bzzz, getting fried, getting fried. Straight style. They love to fuel their own demise. Yep, their own demise, right before your eyes. Yeah, I'm looking at the national weather feed from the Bureau of Meteorology. For related warnings, see the www.gov.au for their version of the forecast. And today I see the rays of geoengineering clearly showing in this image. They didn't hide it out very well. All these lines, if you got a straight edge credit card or library card or something, you'll see these straight lines all go into the epicenter of where the NEXRAD radar station is in this very unclear image. Do we get a Doppler wind on this one? Oh, good. I can maybe see some anomalies here. What this image shows here is what's moving towards the radar and what's moving away from the radar. And what I look for here is anomalies where they mix. Right? If I suddenly see a bunch of blues moving like it's going towards the radar station when it's out here, that shows me I got anomalous flows. And I look for stuff like that for when I look for tornadic activity. Here's again another, that beam is showing up here much clearer. Through this stuff that's moving towards. Yeah, it takes years to learn to read these. It's very pixelated, isn't it? I'll just put a bump there, bump there, bump there. But this is just actually a representation of wind speeds and stuff. It's got a bit of an anomaly there, you see? See these little anomalies? Chem bombs can do that. Boom! Suddenly something's moving in the wrong direction. And it's showing me anomalies that I need to know about. There's something there, and there. So that kind of gives me a hint of where to go look. This is a bit unclear. All right, let's have a look. You see where we are? Port Mac, Sydney. And you guys got some wicked weather coming your way. It's very heavy. And it's slowly moving up the coast, about to impact over this direction here. I'm going to have to go on here and show you. It's the easiest way to do it. Because I have windy on headed on the radar a minute ago. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit for later. Current forecasted conditions. And I just want to go with what's now, as you guys need to see. And the Gong Show continues. These little dots here are various weather stations, airports, this stuff I can get data from. As you're watching this move through Gosford, Sydney, up to Newcastle, these rains are getting a bit heavier. We're looking at almost, it's a quarter of a centimeter an hour. So it's not a little bit in an area that's already, let's see how soaked your ground is, because that's going to be important. Why is my thing not doing well today? Here we go. Let's see what your soil saturation is. Because I hadn't looked. Oh, yeah, it's very saturated there. So it's not wanting any more rain there at all. None at all. In case you're curious about your whole country. Find yourself. Lose yourself. Moist. New Zealand ain't just moist, man. You just wet. Wet, saggy, snowy. Yeah, that snow is going to be very, very, very severe. So I'm going to go back to where I was. What's the CO2 concentration? How dare you? There's always a lot of it around here. I expect it over a city. I don't expect it here unless they're deploying sulfates in the atmosphere. Are they? Do we have chem bombs coming over? Is it possible? Well, let's find out. I'm going to turn some of Seymour butts here off. See less chemtrails. Turn some of the cities off. Let's see what's coming over here. Ah, man, look at that plume coming over Adelaide. Boom, boom, plumes. Have it in your wine every time. They'll bomb your wine every time. Look at this crap coming over you, Adelaide. It's just at the end of the image here, so it's on its way across the bay. Somebody should be able to get some very good imagery of that for me to show. All right, big line of chem bomb plumes here. It's off the coast of Sydney. Isn't that Sydney Harbor there? It's got a distinct look. Yeah, it looks like old wiggle up tapeworm, don't it? One of the things you want to detox from a distance. But when you see it in person, it's quite spectacular. Very very mountainous, right down to the water. Boom! Look at the square form of that coming off. So we was seeing a deployment here that was making some anomalous reading on his radar. It was causing little bits and bobs here. So we're going to go have a peek. I want to find this. Be lucky to find it because this image is so current that this is often 10 minutes behind. Do we see anything? Oh, yeah, something right there. Watch it fizz. It goes shh. See if we can get it to go. That color's not helping you, is it? Let's pick something funkatized. How about that one? That's very funky. Where was that fizzing off? It's right about there. Big line of plumes there north of my cursor there. There it is. Right there. That's there. That's squiggly there. Triangulated there. Isn't this fun being me? So squiggled it there. Triangulate. That's this in here. Oh yeah, that's chem bomb going off. Ain't no doubt about it. 1, 2, 3. Right in this patch here. I guess there was too much sunshine getting through there. They had to get rid of that, you know. Whales might have had some. See that big bright flash right there? Here, and again another delta formation triangle. Backwards, domino 4. Dominoes 3. 4 and 3, 7. Chem bombs going off here, and here. Watch. Backwards 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes back. So this will be a 30-minute jump here. 10, 20. Boom. Alright, let's see what they do. Now we got an arc of them. Right in an arc. If you had like a compass with a point, printed that picture, you should be able to draw a circle and find the emanation points about there. Right? 10 minutes back. 10 minutes back. 10 minutes back. Boom. Boom! There's your plumes, man. Right off your coast, fueling your weather. That's going to come ashore somewhere else and do some damage. Gone. Plumes ain't never gone. Big square there. Big line of crap. Let's have a look at this. I want to have a see on this. It's kind of all simultaneous, evenly spaced. You know, you just put your put a ruler up and log. Here's an initial pow right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and many more. Merging, blocking, sunlight, taking it from sea life. Get across out here. Oh my God, what would Jesus think? I think he would think the air did stink. That's just... I mean, really. Yeah, I know things look like things, but when you're skywriting there going on, I think things can be done on purpose, too. All in this line, you know, it ain't moving. But all these chem bombs keep going off in a row here. Something's going on in your skies above your head. It needs to be acknowledged, disclosed fully and honestly, with all its ingredients, other than us saying, hey, look what's falling out. How's this aluminum getting on the ground? Or aluminium for you people that pronounce it differently. We actually spell it so it's pronounced aluminum. We don't have the IUM on the end in America. And it's 300 million plus people saying it that way. I think an outnumber is going on. No, but really, when it comes to bastardizing the English language, America's got that going on. And I think Australia comes in second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, plumes just for you before your eyes. Toxifying your skies. Not cool at all. There's your cities in case you're curious where I am. Port Mac, Nelson Bay. And coffee steins there. Hacking Harbor. Because boy, are they getting bloomed. Look at this crap here coming over Byron. Beautiful Byron Bay. That's just break a motherfucker's heart, showing stuff like this every day to me, all the time. Look at that plume off your coast. Look at that. It's like firework. Jose, can you see? Pow! Is it Australia Day? What's going on there from an emanation point? If that ain't proof of a chem bomb, nothing ever is. Can I get that a little larger? Bigger, bigger. You can get to a point where you can hardly see it if you do it wrong. Like that. It gets too blurry. Get the blurs, man. Oh, God. I guess every flight from Australia came out over from Brisbane across the ocean and then must have gone invisible and went to its destination. I mean, what was going on here? Really, that's just an oddness. This plume went over something that's down low. So whatever that other line is underneath, this thing here, looking like a peace symbol that's far from giving me internal peace. That just went over the top. Big square, something went over here. Look at this. My goodness. Come on. If you guys don't think that's... If you think this is a naturally occurring cloud formation, I think you need to go to the hospital immediately and get a CAT scan to see if your brain is inside your skull still and that it is actually functioning. Maybe a function test. Because you got chem bombed all to hell off of your coast, fueling the storms that are getting ready to come. Or adding catalyst to this stuff that's then proceeding out here into the ocean. It's going to have further weather effects that are undisclosed to us. Because all we see is this. When we look at stuff. What's this? Or we get this. What does that mean? All right. When you look at the national, could you make any sense of this? I mean, really, that's not no street level radar. I should be able to put this sign right here, get crystal clear image of what's coming over the city, so I might could warn somebody, or maybe I have a car I need to move, and there will be a hailstorm, because the possibilities of hail with this type of storm here is high. Actually, when I see these flow and I see this beam, look at that big spreading out crap there. Unbelievable. How far up the coast can this shit go? Really, I'm getting upset. I don't like that. View the warnings for New South Wales. So there's nothing to show here, folks. Nothing to see here. Nothing going on. But meanwhile, you got no book clouds going off in your coast. Oh, chem bombs suck. They really do. I gave you a show yesterday in New Zealand. So I'm gonna stick to my guns here, and let's show my my Harvey Bay here. Let me see what my whales are being subjected to by man's need to control everything that goes on. They gotta control your taxes. They gotta control what you pay for, what you could buy, what you could plant, what you could grow, what your name is gonna be even coming. Right? Try to pick, like, I couldn't name myself Fuck You. They'll tell you, no, your name is rude. You have to change it. Though I thought about it. Now, you know what I mean. You can't do anything you want. Try to put a license plate on with your free speech on it. The hell is going on here? It's like this guy is clapping hands or ass is opening up. I can't help it. Chem bombs suck, man. A lot of this looks like EMF, except for right there. There's a chem bomb blown off right here. See the percussion ring? Boom. There it is. 10 minutes back. Boom, boom. Yeah, you got an eminent deployments going on there, several. So I'm gonna move my cursor back. Just watch this. Boom. Blowed that whole circle out. Then it ran into this, and into the Sukahara, like you would see in the Olympics, a guy with his arms stretched out, into the Sukahara. And what do we got here? And that shit shot off and went over the wildlife over here at the end of the bay. How dare they? There's a hyena not so laughing over there, or a dingo. Yeah, they got dingoes, bada bing bang bows out there. You don't fuck with those, man. Those dogs, they'll rip you up. They'll be smiling at you. Come here. Look at these chem bombs going off repeatedly off your coast, not to mention what's going on here. Ruining your day. Ruining my night. Not fair. Not fair at all. Chem bombs suck, man. Chem bombs fucking suck. If you don't think they suck, what about this witch's hat right here? They'll get you all, man, and you won't be pretty when it happens. With them acid burns and all that lesions on you and various malaises, the phage, like you see on Doctor Who, where you just get it all at once, and there's somebody there that's ready to get something right in your veins to fix it all, right? Because they gave it to you. It's an antidote. My God, I don't think they get an antidote for stupid. It just goes away on its own. See the chem bomb going off here? See it? A good group of conscientious people at Harvey Bay Peer Group. If you live in the area, you might want to go down and check them out. Now, you guys got chem bombed all the fuck. You might want to rinse your bodies off with some baking soda and water when you get in from the sea spray, because the acid content might be kind of high. Didn't we see a big plume deployed somewhere down here? It was showing a big sulfur blast. Let's run tape. Let's see what's going on here. We got a lot of cold flow coming in. There's some fizzers going on. Look at this one here. Did you see it? She doesn't know what the hell to do. It's just going all over. It can't go with the flow. Nah, it's Rob D. Cloud, man. He just ain't going with the flow. What the hell's going on? I want to see that. Where's that fizzer right here? Here we go. Right, it's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. There might have been a 4th obscured, unless they're trying to get a certain flow. It's 1 less out of a square will cause a spin. There it is. Yeah, it's turning. So this is just clearly to create flow conditions, probably a localized heated area. Because different catalysts can do heat. Some of them make cold when they change into their designed things that a precursor will do. Sulfuric acid precursors. Google that. See the boom boom plume? Man, this is just wrong. I have a hard time continuing sometimes to show things. Okay, let's give you what's going on here in the Cookie of the Straits. Oh my God, did you see that? Did you see the plumes? I'll go right back to it. We're gonna look here. As they've done is they've released the flow, so this is gonna start to come through now. Much better than it was this morning. Well, let's give a good look. It's got lots of little plumes going on. Boom, 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 boom! Got your plumes right there, and here, and here, and here. 10-minute jump forward. Still there, but moving around. Right? Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them now. That's the end of the feed, and it's coming towards you, Nelson. It's coming over the ranges, Richmond. Beautiful view looking out that way over the Richmond ranges. Can't be faulted. Whoopo and Arthur's Pass is full of geoengineered gas, man. You guys are gonna get shit on. That's all there is to it, man. This is a big shark, and it's coming your way, man. It's a wet rouser time for the people that don't believe geoengineering. Well, here it is before your eyes. Here it is. It's the crime scene in your sky. If you don't believe it, what the hell is wrong with you? It's right here in front of your freaking eyes. Hey, you want to buy the Tower Bridge? Hey, I also got the Sydney Opera House for sale. Here, yeah, if you hold a picture of it on your phone, you own it. Here, pay me, right? This is the kind of shit that goes on in the world. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 definite deployments in that cloud. Back 10, back 10, back 10. Now you don't see it. Boom! There it is. Another one. Boom. Does its job. Another one. Boom. What's going on there? Boom, 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 boom. Chem bomb. Look at this fucking mess. You got lines going every which way but loose. It's gonna be bad. There's a lot of energy because of these flows. All this stuff spinning down like this is tropical air. And this stuff diving down, watch this. It's going to meet at the perfect time. This and this are going to meet at the same time. Not good at all. for New Zealand, who is being lied to about the rainfall amounts and the snow amounts and the wind amounts, and it all amounts to a big hill of beans of lies. And when you get beans of lies, you get this in your skies. You just do. And it's not cool at all. So let's have another look at what's going on here. With your local weather radars. Let's see what's going on in the gong shows. Yeah, Sydney, it looks like it's not too good. This isn't a forecast. This is your radar of what came through over the last 6 hours. Take a sip off my coffee. If you find my weather forecast of value, you can feel free to support my work at paypal.me/Robert Deutsch. Sydney, what we got here data-wise? Right, you're sitting at 12 degrees with a dew point of 11, so it should look kind of misty anyhow. But because it's raining, it's dropped that temperature 1 degree, so it's gone from humidity's falling now, right? So they call that precipitation. Penrith, you got some heavy stuff coming through. The readings have been pretty much the same. I took a look, right? The only thing that's changed has been visibility, really. It's getting worse. You don't want to be flying around in anything out there, right? So as we rolled this over the hour, you see some really heavy stuff butt up against the mountains. In this crater-looking area that is here, it's a big bowl. It does when you look at it on the maps. There's some very heavy showers coming through the city center and stuff. As you see, we got lots of data we can use here. No METAR found at this airport. In other words, they ain't reporting nothing. So a lot of times you just look for the colored ones, and you can get lots of data. Sometimes I can get weather cams, which is I'd like to do. So let's see if we can see what it looks like on the bridge in Sydney right now as they're going through some crap. Okay? So let's have a look. Pokto. Trying to get it to select. It's not being happy about what I'm doing. There we go. See if we can pull up any webcams. That'd be nice, anyhow. A lot of times I could pull it up on. This sometimes gives me one. Oh well, it's not going to cooperate today, so I'm not going to persist. Not like this persistent rain. Now I'm going to let you see the weather plan coming up your coast, and it is coming up the coast. Ah, so there we go. Gotcha. That ought to be quite dramatic, actually. Yeah, let's stop and have a look at the bridge. Actually, I got it running. What did I do? Did I change my mouse sensitivity? Oh, I see what he's wanting. Wait, let's see what the traffic looks like on your bridge right now, as of 12 minutes ago. Well, it looks like you had a nice sunny day. That boat would have been fun to be on. It got a 23 showing. And then your rain began. It is a bit messy, isn't it? It's a bit messy. 4 minutes ago, down in Sydney's William Street. This is kind of fun, isn't it? And it was clear, it is clear as raining. Oh, look at all the fours here, huh? Hey, it's Angel Number Road. Very windy, look. You see how it's moving those things? Right? We'll get some clues and we can look around these maps and see some other things. What's going on in the gong? Oh, they got a camera down here? Bokto. See what we can do here. Is that the camera we get? Not one here. That looks like the most dramatic area of all. Still learning that. I've got to fix that. Oh, it's very dark. Well, let's see what we got here. Right. That's a nice view. This would be a good place to look for sun imagery. The boat must have went by. See what it looks like. This is about when the rain started. Can't see nothing. Might even get a lightning shot. Bokto. We got here Albion Park Rail. Looks like the airport. You know, unless there's the planes just start showing randomly up at other places. That was very dramatic. Whoa. It's definitely raining. It's very drippy rain, isn't it, the way it's gone by? But then again, I don't know what the aperture is on that camera or anything. It's aliens, man. What else we got here that we might could see? Can we see the sea yet? What about the entrance? We're not allowed to show her entrance on camera. What is it we got here? We got here is Belmont. Wasn't that pretty? Hey, it's nice to look at other places, isn't it? A few people can't. What is going on there? Well, as long as that ain't burning, it's okay. Oh, they got some cool views. The camera must be turning or something, because I don't see that crest arm in every picture. 14 hours ago at the airport, it was dark. Right. Isn't that interesting? If I bored you to death yet, I think I've gotten myself done that way. Right, back and continue to the weather rolling on while I take a sip of a drink. Hey, but you get what you pay for. Yes, I should be your muse. Oh, what else is going on here? It's very quiet inland. A little bit of stuff popping up around Dubbo there around the ground, they're saying. So you could get a shower about a day from now. Tari, look like you got some lightning shows coming on. Costs a little bit of a lightning show. It's some holy shit headed New Zealand's way. Right? Watch what's coming. Watch what's coming. Yeah, I know. I've been watching. Watch what's coming. Here it comes. It's just another Geo store. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hell of a bass line in that song. Yep, they split your flow, New Zealand, then you're going to cop it. Here comes, that's the snow that's going to be for Tassie. Snow coming inland for New South Wales from Vic. Compliments of the big bite. Nom nom nom. Here you go, Adelaide. You got something pushing in. The winds are going to be very high. So when these storms come in, you have to be very aware of your tides and where you're located. Because well, that is buried. Did you see that, Bundaberg? Did you see that come in and out? See a heavy cell coming in planned for 1 to 2.5 days from now. Very heavy cell coming through. The accumulations, though, they're not saying is super high. And I don't believe this. I don't believe this at all. You got this big tendril out here. Could be swung either way each time. It's right here. It can be moved. Maybe it's 4 more days after that. I don't see how the flow ain't bringing that in. To me, it don't make no sense at all that it's even there right now. When you got a tendril like that, 1 EMF blast will shock that moisture all the way across in a big wave. It'd easily travel from here to here in about 5 hours. Yeah, 200 mile an hour wind from here to here. Yeah, 3.5, 4 hours. In the, I don't know the exact distance. I know a jet from here to here is 3 hours, 500 mile an hour. Yeah, you're looking about 6 hours from here to here. If they needed to shove it. So at any time you could get absolutely smacked with this. It look like a hockey stick, but it's kind of a copy stick, and they can make you cop it at any point. You want to see some water hanging around ready to be used? Look at this. They got water all around your country that any time can go any direction, down towards you or up north. It's all right there. And it has a barrier of mountains here that has a hard time going over. Its tendency would go this way or this way more. And they split the flow, so all this could come down at any time. This pressure moves a little bit over, right? And the pressure line is here, right? Here's your 14. Yup. Here's your 16. Here's your 18. You can get your rain along this line all the way inland at any point. Very, very heavy rains. And I think you're being lied to. I think you're being lied to in a big, big, big way. So I'll be watching these conditions in Sydney. You're in for a rough, looks like you're in for a rough 24. And then it's moving up the coast. There'll be some rumblers. Watch out for hail. Watch where you park your cars. Watch your gardens. Right? You don't want to destroy your winter crops because the chem bombs sucking the life out of the nutrients of your crop. Boom, 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 went your plumes, and away went your sunny day. Big love, people. Peace.